Well, hello, Coffee Time Friends. How y'all doing? Well, Mama's been back at it with the green beans. Today, Mama, tell us about your green beans. This is our update on green beans. Peanut green beans.
Well, I've got a lot more to break up, but I've been breaking them. I'll go get them while you're talking. And I canned the 2 cannons last night, which was 18 pints. And I know I have 9 more.
You canned 2 cannons last night?
Yesterday.
Oh, those 2 yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
I didn't know. I started saying, you must have been up all night. And Lord,
No.
shortly I didn't miss 2 whole cannons. How are y'all? It's a hot day here. Summer has set in. Summer finally got a calendar. And it says, let's get on up to East Tennessee. We're supposed to be up there. Because it's hot. It's in the 90s.
This is.
Now what's this? Is this
This is my last row. I had 3 little short rows.
So there they are. That's the green, the pink. Oh, come on, John. Take 2. That's the peanut beans. And see, they get a little red on them, and usually these will make a shelly. And what you mean by a shelly is you crack that bean hull open. You don't break him. You crack him open. You can pull off the end. And then you shell it out like this. And you just pick that whole hull off. Because these red ones are usually a little rubbery. And then there you've got a little, look here how they grow in there. You've heard of peas in a pod. These are beans in a pod. So if you say you're as tight as peas in a pod, that's what you get. And you'll get 5 or 6 beans like that out of them.
Okay, this is what I'm doing now. This is my last of my beans. This kettle, this big bowl, is full. And I've started breaking them. And I've got to break these, and I'll can these in the morning.
And when you break them, I guess everybody knows this. We just assume people do. You see how that little thing is on the end there, and that little thing is on the end there. So what you have to do is you have to pull that and pull this string off. And then if you're good, you can take this other end and pull it off too. Come right down the other side like that, and you'll have a green bean strung. Once you string it, you look for bugs. If there's no bugs, then you want to break it in about 1/2 inch pieces, bite size. Some people don't break them that much, but and then that most broke up into 3 pieces. So that's the process in them.
And it's slow because these are little.
It's slow and it takes a minute. See, this is a shelly.
That may not be shelly. It's not that pink.
Mama says no. See, this is
the
reason I can't break beans with Mama usually.
You just have to try it.
Because she's like, no, you missed a spot. Nope, don't show that one.
It just takes a while to do it, so I can tell you.
And you just have to see. This one's breaking.
Some will break.
It broke into 2 pieces.
You can't judge it all the time, but just looking at it.
You know when you get to know that, don't you, Mama?
Yeah, when you try breaking it, you can tell instantly if it don't snap.
So this is the original Snapchat. So people would sit around and they'd get their beans and they would break them, snap them. You hear that snap, and they'd chat on front porches and kitchens, kitchen tables, back porches, out in the yard under a big old shade tree. And people would sit around and talk about the weather, talk about the beans, talk about gardening, share secrets on gardening and what they knew. And that was just the original, the way that people snapped and chatted back in the day. And it was a good time.
And work went so smooth and good because you're sitting there talking and having a good time. You could go visit a neighbor, and they'd be breaking beans, shelling peas, or anything. You just jumped in and helped them. That's what we.
You just sat down and said, "Here, let me help you with them," and they was glad for you to help. And you just sat around and break and snap beans, peas, corn. It was an everyday occurrence with Mama.
Yeah.
And you just string them. I'm stringing them. When I was a little kid, this used to be part of my job I could do. Or it was the opposite. Mama would do this and
Check 'em.
then I got to break them. But they always had to go to Mama in the middle. If I strung them, she checked them and then handed them back and I could break them. Or if she strung them and checked them, then
You said the same thing.
did it. If I strung them, you checked them in the middle. And if you strung them, you checked them and then handed them to me and I would break them.
Uh-huh.
But that didn't last long because I would always break them too big or too little or...
Oh, it didn't.
Mama, don't you tell stories. You know that's the truth. You'd say you're breaking them a little bit big, ain't you? Here, you want to check these?
No, you can put them in there.
You know that's a lie. Look at her. Look at that face.
You can put them in there.
You can put them in there.
You got them broke.
No, I ain't going to do it.
I think.
I don't feel
Oh, you
funny.
ain't broke them. I thought you had them broke.
No, I just want you to check them. Before I broke them, I strung them. That's all I done. Now these little bitty things like that, there ain't much you can do with them. They're too tiny.
That's got one little spot on it there. See, you could
Well,
have
see, I
got,
didn't have a knife.
you could have got it out.
You hear that snap? Y'all got any questions about beans? Good evening. This is beautiful. Keeping up. Good work. A friend of me about both of you. Decided to check it
How'd
out.
I do with my knife?
Well, hello, Gene and John Nichols. So a friend at work was telling you about us. Well, you thank that friend for us, and thank you all for joining us. We thank y'all for spreading the word
I sure do.
about coffee time. Someone contacted me today and said, John, I found your site. It says coffee time with John and Momma fans page. No, that's not us. That's a duplicate page. It's not hacked. All they do is just take our videos and steal them and put them on their own page. Ours has not changed. In fact, we're not allowed to change it. If you have to go through a lot of work to get your name changed.
Red tape.
So we will always be Coffee Time with John and Momma. And the people that have fans on there or just Coffee Time or Coffee, it's just a slight variation or it's spelled wrong. There's some that's Coffee Time with John and M-A-M-A. That ain't my mama. You can spell it that way. Mama Sue spells hers that way. That's perfectly correct. It's just we spell it M-O-M-M-A. Mama. And so you can know if there's any variation in what you're seeing right here on this page right now and it live. If you see us live, that's the right page.
Yeah.
If you don't see us live, check it. We've got over 170-some thousand followers. And so we, if you see anything different, you'll know it's not right. Hello, Sandy. How are you? Hey, Lisa. Ringgold, Georgia. Well, hello there, Sandy. Liz from Ringgold, Georgia. Smoky, oh my goodness. Smoky in Michigan today, we were told to wear a mask if you're outside or anything. It's smoky here. We are very smoky. I just came from the south, up north here. It's smoky from here to there. It's smoky. I was about 40 miles south. No, it's Canada.
Oh, where that's
The mountains, you came to see the mountains from here. Mama, have you not been out today?
not very much.
Have you looked out lately?
No.
There's a blue haze all over everything. And you can't even see the mountains from here. You
I
can't
was out
see.
early this morning. I thought it's fog, and this evening I ain't been out that much. I've been busy.
You can't see the mountains. We got mountains all around us. You can see them like a blue, hazy something through, but it's very, very smoky here. We hadn't had it until now. I heard on the news this morning it was coming, and I thought, we'll get it.
It got here then, didn't it?
It got here. I guess really we should be able to have a mask on and good masks, not just we need a respirator mask. They're pretty It's pretty smoky. I'm not gonna let the kids play outside of church. It's just too dangerous to get out there and breathe. It's hazy. There's a difference in the air. I hope it passes. Made veggie soup with stew meat. Yum, Mary. I was just thinking the other day. Last week really when it was just rain. I thought it's just cool and rainy. Some good stew would be delicious.
Do you know they're giving rain about every day, starting Monday or whatever day?
Well, I guess we need
30, 40%, 50, 60, if not 100.
If it will get rid of this smoke right now, I wouldn't care if it rained right now. The flowers out front, when I came in, some of them looked like they was needing a drink.
Oh, they are.
And I thought, you just had a week of water? How about y'all drink it? So I'll have to do that later.
It don't last.
No,
it's like you drinking water.
I seen a thing on Facebook the other night that started a dirt barrel, and they were putting their compost in it, certain kinds of compost, and it was making good rich dirt for their next year, and they kept it going and they stirred it, and I thought, I need a good dirt barrel. I need to start that, because if you buy a plant, I don't care who you buy it from anymore, it seems like they won't hold water. It's more that silica or something, whatever they put in it. And they just don't hold water like they used to. You can drown the plant and the next day it needs water. I seen a thing of that on Facebook, and it was showing how much water they put and how wet it looked. And when they pulled the plant out, it was dry. It was just wet on top only.
Huh.
And I thought, well, that may be what mine looks like.
Excuse me.
I do know you're supposed to hold water on roses and plants and bushes like that for a couple of minutes to get a good gallon or more water into the roots. Because, when you just wet it and the mulch looks dark and you think, well, it's got plenty of water. No, it don't get in those roots, and the dirt drinks up a lot of it. So it takes a minute to water flowers. A lot of times I'll go through, water them good, hold it on there several minutes, and then come back and give them a little bit more water to top it off after I've done all that. Just to be safe. So, Mama, how many is this make that you got done?
I've just got 18 canned, and then these I know will make a cannon, but I don't think it'll make 2 cannons. So I'll have 27.
I could probably eat some more fresh.
We've got a bowl full we need to eat up in there.
Can you can them and fix them fresh?
No. I'm sorry, it don't work that way.
There's just nothing like fresh green beans.
You might have a fresh mess of these.
Cooked the day of. Not leftover anything, just cooked the day of. But that's what we're doing. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take y'all over here and show you that the bean supply has grown. The bean supply has grown for our winter beans.
That'd be good this winter.
They'll be delicious. Delicious this winter. So let's head right over here and check it out. I'm going to flip y'all. So look there. That's from yesterday's canning. See how pretty, and it goes all the way to the top. There's not floating in water. I think I can touch these. So these was been there the whole time. See how she packed them and tapped them? How pretty they are. And there's no water in them. And there all those are. And that's last night. So we won't touch them for 24 hours. So that's the harvest. That's the harvest right there so far. Now, consider we might eat a pint or 2 a week. Those will go a little ways. They won't go forever, but they will go for a little ways. Okay? All right, folks. We aren't cooking tonight. We're in the beans. When you're in beans, you eat a lot of sandwiches. And I had a lunch today. Mama, did you eat lunch?
Yes.
Did you eat supper?
No, not yet.
You're going to? You're going to eat some of them leftover beans in the refrigerator?
No, I have to eat them things.
This is once you pick them, you want to get them in cans. So this is priority. And we are going to go to church and that kind of stuff too. So we got a lot to do. So no time for cooking tonight. You all enjoy. Mama, say good night.
Good night, Mama. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night and day tomorrow.
Thank y'all for being with
Enjoy the
us.
sunshine while we've got it.
Yeah, because we may not have it forever. Y'all have a great night. Find you something good to eat. Make you some memories. If you got some beans, check them. You might be breaking beans tonight with us. We'll probably be breaking beans half the night. And by half the night, I mean up to near 8:30, 8:40. Mama might be breaking them later than that.
I'll break them later than that because I want to get them so I can can them early in the morning.
She's going to can early in the morning. What's early?
Oh, like 8 o'clock or something. I don't want to be breaking beans. I want to be a canning.
There's nothing that smells as good as fresh broke beans. Love it. All right, folks. Y'all have a great night. God bless you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.